Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Heavy Hitting Half-Hour Hustle. I'm your host, Ricky Schiller Jr. Tonight's topic is going to be beyond your book. It's going to go on with last week's topic. We talked a little about last week. We talked on our books and what they could be. What they could be more than just a book. They could become merch, brand, business, your legacy, all that. But tonight we're gonna dig deeper into that topic about how to build them into merchandise and a brand and your legacy and all that. But first, I would like to jump into a couple of my books again, and our new author's book is the first one we're going to talk about. It's an autobiography by David Lee Skipper. Um, it's called The King's Chair. There's a reason for the title of that book. I'm not going to reveal that right now. You'll have to read it to find out. Which we are going to make a copy of that ebook for sale on our website, www.heavyhittinpublishing.com. We are going to make a copy of that for sale for cheaper than anywhere else that's where it'll be available. We're going to spread it wide, though. We're going to put it on Amazon. We're going to look into Ingram. Couple different places. We're going to bid it Draft 2 Digital, of course. Um, let's see. Invite David to join. Let's see what's going up here. All right. But anyway, about book being more than just a story. Let's say for merchandising, like you could take a character out of your book, any character, even the book itself, and just build some merch out of it, man. Make a shirt, some hats, whatever. And you can sell it online like we do with our mascot. We got a couple shirts out there in design. It's still in design. We got a couple shirts live now, but our store is still building. We're still building. We're building on the publishing bundles. I'm going to switch those bundles into slots. I'm going to have publishing slots. That way we don't get overwhelmed with authors, and that way we can give their stories and their work the proper attention that it needs. So we're going to put publishing slots on our www.heavyhittinpublishing.com storefront. But the thing is with our little indie press we have here, there's some talk about it being a scam or whatever. Yeah, I do have upfront fees listed on my storefront, but as it's going, that is only to slow down the workflow that's coming in. We are, hey, what's up there, Nard? Thanks for all the hearts there. I appreciate it. But anyway, back to the storefront. What I was saying about the bundles and the packages, we're going to put them into slots, and we're going to have a certain amount of slots. That way, we don't get overwhelmed with work. Um, I appreciate all them hearts there, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Back to it though. Yeah, there was some. I've seen some posts on Reddit or Google or whatever saying red flags for heavy hitting publishing because it's possibly a scam or whatnot. But no, that's not what it is. Our upfront fees are. I'm going to switch it up. Like I said on the storefront, the upfront fees are just going to be for illustration and for help. But when it comes to publishing a book, we're going to have slots, and I'm not going to charge upfront fees for somebody to join the heavy hitting team. I mean, that's not what a publisher does. That's not how we're going to run heavy hitting publishing. Um, you present your idea to me, and we'll talk it out over the phone, email, whatever you want to do. We could even FaceTime, whatever. But if you want to join the heavy hitting team and be an author under the heavy hitting brand, it won't cost you anything. All it's going to do is cost you a little bit of time to collaborate with me a little bit. Hey, thank you, Yee Ball. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Mom. That's my mom. She sent me a gift. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you. That is great. But back to it. we're definitely not a scam here. We're just a small publishing house with a single member running it, which is me, the in-house author of Heavy Hittin Publishing. I got a couple books out there for y'all to check out, but that's not what it's about. It's about other authors building this. I want other authors to help me build my brand. Which I got one now, David Lee Skipper. Man, I appreciate you for coming to me and trusting Heavy Hittin with your work, which is great work. It's a great autobiography. I cannot wait to get it out, but we are not going to rush it. But anyway, back to these publishing slots. It's not going to cost authors anything to publish under Heavy Hittin. It shouldn't cost anything. A true publisher, he invests in a book. He doesn't charge for a book to be published. He invests in it. So that's what we're going to do here at Heavy Hittin. We're gonna take on authors with slots. They got to fill out, get their slot on our store, and yeah, after we have so many slots, we're gonna have to lock it out until I get one book published, and I'll open up another slot. But when it comes to paying for your book, there will be some fees depending on what your wants are with your publishing. I mean, if you want an ISBN, obviously we have to pay for them here at Heavy Hittin. You want to put an ISBN and be imprinted under Heavy Hittin Publishing. I mean, there's going to be some fees. It depends on what kind of book. If you want to do a heavy illustrated book, I mean, it's going to take some work and some time. And there's platforms I use for my illustrations that obviously, like I said, I don't want to give you all my overhead, but I do pay for a lot of things to get books done because I try to do it as professionally as I can. I don't cut corners when I'm working on other people's stuff. And I say other people's stuff because sometimes I do cut corners on my own books. Um, but I don't publish them. I don't publish them when I'm cutting corners. I just cut corners when I'm drafting a book or whatnot. But yeah, man, if you ever want to publish under Heavy Hittin, it'll be absolutely free. That's what it's about. It's about getting your book out there to the people, and with no money. It doesn't cost anything to publish a book. It doesn't cost me anything except for my time, unless I put some more money into the illustration or the editing or something. I mean, it's free. It's free to upload a book to a publishing platform. But it does take a lot of time and effort. But yeah, it's going to be free for authors to join the Heavy Hittin brand because that's what it's all about. Helping authors helping authors, right? But yeah, our first author here with the King's Chair, his autobiography, like I said, it's raw, it's real raw, and it's a heartfelt drug addiction, loss to cancer, just his whole life from being a kid up till now, his doing prison time, drugs, drug addiction, all that, man. It's all in there. The ebook will be out in October, man. I'm going to try to get some pre-orders set up for that. And like I said, we're going to have it on sale for cheaper on our store at heavyhittinpublishing.com. But yeah, that book is going to be great. I cannot wait to start the paperback and just filling in all these illustrations into this autobiography. It's going to be a great fun. What do I want to call it? Not a job, but project. It's going to be a fun project. I cannot wait to start putting inserting images into this autobiography. Thank you, everybody, for joining. What's the most important tip you can give about publishing? The most important tip I could give about publishing, definitely, depending on where you're publishing at. If it's KDP, the most important tip I can give you would be, I would say, your cover probably. Don't cut corners on your cover, man. Your cover sells. Your cover, definitely. It's on KDP. It is about your cover. You want to have a great subtitle, but honestly, just to get narrow down your question, my most important tip about publishing is free, man. Publishing is free. So if you go to a publisher and they're trying to charge you upfront fees, red flag, man. You're going to the wrong place. You need to find somewhere else. So publishing, my best tip, if you're going to publish a book, it should be free for you. Besides illustration and editing and all that, if you're self-publishing, but you asked for publishing, so I would say publishing. Man, there's a lot of things there. A great tip would be just make sure you got a tight manuscript. Your covers, you got a nice cover. The presets are set up right. That way you don't have a little wee image for your cover. Make sure your presets right. Make sure it's PNG or whatever the upload is calling for. KDP, you want to have a great subtitle because that's what readers are. When readers are searching, your subtitle is part of the algorithm there. But the best tip I can give for publishing would be just be clean and don't cut corners. Make sure your story is what you want it to be before you upload it. That way you don't have to make edits and second editions and stuff. But yeah, thanks for the question. I appreciate that. Yeah, clean manuscript is definitely important. And also you want to check the sizes of your manuscripts because there's different sizes. I mean, this guy that's asking me questions here, I know him personally. That's fine though. But yeah, the sizes, there's 6x9s, there's 8.5 by 11s, and I think 9 by 12s. You want to check those too. Depending on, well, for ebook, it doesn't really matter too much for ebook, but that's for your paperbacks. You definitely want to keep an eye on your size, depending on what kind of book you're doing. But thanks for the question. I appreciate that. And the hearts, man, that's awesome. Denny58, thanks for joining. Thanks for the gift there to my mom. I appreciate that. Let's get back into the topic though about who is the best printing company. Well, for me, Bowling Dad, the best printing company. I mean, I don't know the best. I don't want to put names out there. I mean, you could print through Amazon, Lulu. What is it? There's a few places you could print from, but the best one, I don't. You'll have to Google all that. We're gonna go. It just depends. I mean, Heavy Hittin Publishing is probably gonna go through Lulu for printing. Maybe even mess with Amazon a little bit. But there's like Ingram. Ingram would be a good one, but Lulu I would say would be the best for financial wise. I would say for your royalty payouts, I would say go with Lulu. What about LSC Communications or Lakes? About those, you'd have to just look them up. I don't know them specifically. I appreciate the questions though. I can look them up and get back to you though. I will definitely do that. Thank you for man. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the questions and the gifts, man. Thank you very much. I work for Lakeside Book. All right, that's cool. That's great, man. Hey, man, you work for Lakeside Book. Maybe we'll have to get a hold of each other here for some printing needs because I'm going to be putting out some paperbacks, especially this new one. Here at Heavy Hittin, we're not really concerned about we're looking for the best thing. Bowling Dad, thanks for following, man. Thank you. And I appreciate the question. I actually make the books and cartoon them up for customers. So, hey, man, that's great, man. Maybe me and you can talk a little bit after this or something, or DM me or whatever. But that's great. I am really looking at, like I said, Heavy Hittin is very new. We just became structured as a business less than 6 months ago. And less than a year ago, honestly, my buddy that's on here now, he taught me how to copy paste on my phone, dude. I didn't even know how to copy paste on my phone a year ago. So Heavy Hittin Publishing went from me not knowing anything about technology to owning my own publishing brand and publishing other people's work. So yeah, here's another. I actually make the books and cartoon them up for customers. Yeah, man, that's great. That's awesome. You got some talent to be doing that. You do your own drawings. Do your own drawings, digital drawings, or anything there, bowling dad? Cartoons, okay, cartoon. Hey man, that's great. I appreciate the hearts and everything, guys. I'm gonna get back to the topic here about branding your book. Your book's not just a story; it could be a brand. It can be a business. It's your legacy. It could be a legacy, man. But branding and merchandising your book. I mean, you can create hats, shirts, anything, and sell them. I mean, and follow some of my posts. I teach you how to open up a store. I'm gonna even put more posts up because, like I said, we're new here and we're trying to put posts up and publish and all this all at once with just me doing it. Um, but yeah, you can build your own online store and sell merchandise from the characters in your book or just your book or anything. And branding is so big with your book. It depends on what kind of story you got, but your characters in it, uh, they could be a whole brand themselves, depending on how you write it and how you bring them to life. And with a business, I mean, the business part would be easy if, depending on how your book picks up. I mean, contacting. Okay, nice. And obviously, your legacy. It could definitely be a legacy. I mean, your book, it depends on, like, look at Stephen King, for example, or Dean Koontz. Obviously they have legacy books out there. I mean, they got movies and stuff about them, um but another thing I wanted to talk about is to bring up was is my one book. Let's talk real racism. High 8 Core Legacy. I put that on hold a little bit, but I've been getting back into it now that I've been dabbling with illustrations. I am going to fill it up with illustrations. It's going to be a very heavy illustrated book. It's almost going to be a novel slash comic almost. It's going to be about a 60,000 word superhero novel. Um, but I was thinking about, well, not the ebook is not going to be heavily illustrated, but the paperback version I am going to illustrate it pretty heavy comic style, which I think will help readers get a feel for the world and the characters and everything. But yeah, I'm going. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate that, man. You're doing great. Box sets. Let me see what you said. All right, bowling dad. That's great, man. But sorry about that. I had a little lighting issue. Where was I? I'm sorry about that. High 8 Core Legacy. I said I was going to fill it up with illustrations, comic illustrations, plus be a superhero novel. I think I'm going to venture into that way, but I just didn't want people to think I gave up on that one just because I'm working on other people's books now. I do give it one day a week that I do some work on High 8, and it is a very deep, detailed superhero novel. It's going to take a lot of work to get out there. The ebook version, I'm hoping to get out by 2026, man, because it's great. I love writing that book. Like, I could read it a million times. It's a great superhero saga, and there's going to be core. This is the core legacy. There's going to be core origins, the core originals. There's a whole bunch of series to it, which I do have drafted out. Not as deep as the core legacy, obviously. The core legacy is basically already written. I have it all done, except for maybe like the epilogue and the images and all that. But I could publish the ebook right now if I wanted, but I'm not going to do that. It's got to be tightened up. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Invite. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate all the support, man. You guys are awesome. I know I um might not be the most exciting show out there on TikTok, but look, man, I'm trying to keep it real and consistent and help people publish their books because, like I said, when I didn't know how to copy and paste a year ago, man, I almost felt lost and almost gave up until my friend came up to me and told me about publishing on Amazon Kindle. It was a life changer, man. I mean, I'm sitting here right now talking about publishing and writing books simply because of my friend helping me out that day. It literally turned my life around. I mean, not like anything but what I'm doing. Like I'm not rich or nothing from it yet. Hopefully, that changes. But I'm not looking for all that either. I don't know what that is, but I accepted it, man. Hey, what's up? You're co-hosting here. Hey, man, that's cool. All right, hey, I'm just gonna go with it with this co-hosting thing, but I'm gonna go back into my new author's book, The King's Chair. We're building that right now as an ebook, but the paperback edition should be out before 2026. I don't even know if these guys can even hear me. I'm gonna get that off there if I can. I don't even know how. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I got this up here. I don't even know how to get it off. That's cool though. All right. So anyway, how do I get off of that? But we'll be getting that book out. All right. All right. Whatever. All right. But the ebook for the King's Chair is going to be coming out in October, man, and we're going to work hard to get that paperback out just soon after. It's going to be a great addition to the heavy hitting portfolio, author's portfolio. I think I let some gamers or something join my live. That's cool though. Hey man, I appreciate everybody. That's cool. Sorry about that, guys. If it's messing up the view a little bit. These guys are gaming and doing their thing, man. That's awesome. They're hustling. Team match invite. Look, man, I ain't trying to match nobody. I'm just trying to get some publishing tips here. Uh, man, I shouldn't have done that. How do I get off of this? Whatever. I'm just gonna set that to whatever, dude. Anyway, I got into a whole bunch of stuff here this week that I don't even know what it's about. I'm with some other gaming guys. What's up, guys? Man, y'all doing your thing, and that's awesome. I'm sitting here trying to hustle some publishing tips and teach people how to publish for free. Anybody that's still watching me, I appreciate it. right, but anyway, sorry, I apologize for setting this up like that. That's all right. These other guys is on here. You probably can't even hear what I'm saying. Let me see what's going on here. Whatever. But anyway, no, that's kind of messing up the whole vibe up here. I apologize for that, but I'm gonna get back into a little bit of the high eight. Like I said, we're building it. The ebook is still being built, and we got very big ideas and journey for the paperback. But and let's talk real racism is still in the mix. We have the first one already published as an ebook on KDP. We're gonna put another ebook version of that on our www.heavyhittinpublishing.com website or storefront. That way you can buy it on there for cheaper than any other platforms. But the main book is the autobiography from David Lee Skipper, The King's Chair. That's the one that's really going to beef up Heavy Hittin's author portfolio because he's our first major author coming into Heavy Hittin. I already have my son. He's already our first author, obviously. Jackson Ambrovic, my son, man, my heart and soul. But he's already my first author. He's actually coming out with another book right now. He doesn't have a title for it, but he has 3 chapters done. And it's a crazy book for a 9-year-old, let me tell you. He's doing it. But yeah, The King's Chair, I would say I'm about halfway through the transcribing stage of these raw images of handwritten images that I had to transcribe into a manuscript. But we're about halfway through that journey. I would say maybe in about 4 or 5 weeks we will be putting the ebook version out there on KDP. And the paperback will be coming out early 2026, late 2025, man. It might even be earlier than that. We're not really sure yet, but the production process, like I said, I can't wait to get into the paperback production process. It's going to be great. I tell you what, man, I wish I knew how to get out of this. Because I don't think I'm helping these guys out at all. I'm not even sure what they want to do. I don't even know if they can hear me. Whatever. It's got 39 more seconds. We'll let that go and see what happens. But yo, you gaming guys, man, you guys are doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you. I don't even know you. Gingerbread Man and the other 2 guys, y'all doing your thing. Keep doing it. Keep hustling. We got 39 more seconds, 20 more seconds on there. We'll see if it goes away. If not, whatever. I apologize for that mix-up. My viewers and my heavy hitters there. I can't even see who's on my feed anymore. I hope that goes away. Please go away. Oh, it didn't. It didn't go away. Man. This shit ain't for you, nigga. Take your boat chinny and ass. Goddamn. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing on this shit. Goddamn bow tie looking ass. Sorry, guys. I'm taking a little break here trying to get off of this. I don't know how to get off with these guys. They be blowing on, they be cussing and everything. That's cool. That's their thing. Man. I'm just gonna end this and come back on, bro. Yeah, we about to do it again. I'm sorry, YouTube. I was having a mix up on TikTok there. Sorry, YouTube, but I'm back. I'm back. TikTok, man. I apologize for that. Let's see if we can get some viewers back on here. I'm gonna have for a few more minutes. Hey, uh, Booksy Guinea Davis, thank you for joining back. I had some issues. I tried to invite some people to my live, and I ended up going on this 4 people stream with some gaming guys. I don't even know what I was doing, but thanks for coming back. Man, you've been a really good supporter, and you do some great things. I need to keep up with your thing a little bit. I was wondering how your little, what was it? You was doing this. Was it 1 book a day or 1 story a day for so long or something? I was wondering how that's going. I'm gonna have to check up on you on that. But yeah, man, uh, I appreciate your support. But man, I am so sorry about the mix up there. I hope some of these people can come back real quick because I really didn't even get to get off right. Let's give it a little bit of time here for a couple people to come back on. I got my YouTube. I didn't mix that up. I really need to learn my settings and my features on these TikTok lives because I just went into a group of a whole bunch of gamers. It wasn't cool. They was cussing and everything. I mean, I might drop a couple cuss words here and there, but I'm not trying to do all that. I think them guys was blowing smoke and everything. But anyway, I'm just gonna get right back in to where I was talking about this autobiography from my okay. Thank you so much for joining, Guinea. Books by Guinea Davis. Uh, thank you so much for joining, man. We're letting more viewers know you're live. I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes just to get back on here before I jump back in. This is the second time I had to mess my show up for not knowing my TikTok features. I need to get that down before I start doing stuff. I wanted to let people join, because people has asked to join, and I don't want to keep shutting people down simply because I don't study my TikTok features. Joining, yeah, man. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming back in, guys. Like I told my first viewer that came back on, I apologize for that mix up. I had to stop the live and start over because I accidentally went into some other thing with a bunch of gamers. They were cussing and swearing. It wasn't really my vibe. I need to learn my TikTok features before I jump into things like that. But sorry that I messed the show up like that. I'm going to let it run for an extra 10, 15 minutes here just to make up for it because that wasn't cool. I had a good bit of viewers going. I had a nice show going. And then I hit that button and I went with all these other guys. I don't know if I lost my viewers or not. I hope not. But it really, really messed the show up. It didn't mess my YouTube show up. My YouTube show is still going. But I don't get as much views as I do here on TikTok. TikTok just does it, man. TikTok really gets viewers in here. Hey, what's up, Joy? What's up, guys, man? Thank you guys so much for joining back here. Trying to give my love, man. Thank you. Leave me alone. Join user number 12037 Niner Shelly. Jaslyn Thalopia user Bigfoot join. Thank you guys, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming back. Like I messed my show up a little bit there, man. I joined a bunch of gamers and some kind of thing they was doing. I don't even know what it was doing. I think I was getting some gifts in there, but I don't even care about that. I care about keeping my show straight and on the content I want it to be on. I'm not a gamer. I'm not against gaming or nothing, but I don't game. I do game, but that's not what Heavy Hitting Publishing is about. We're about publishing books and publishing our merchandise and helping other writers become authors. But anyway, I do want to talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna let this go for an extra 15 minutes tonight, just because I messed it up there. I joined them gamers and I messed my show up a little bit. It's the second week I've done that, but that's cool, man. That's hustling 101 tips right there. Look, man, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining back. But I want to get back on the publishing other guy. Encourage your viewers to share your love. Yeah, like I said, share my live, man. Get it out there. I appreciate everybody for joining. If you can share it, go ahead. You want to follow me? Follow me. But I lost some great viewers on that. I'm really upset about that. But on our publishing or our storefront, www.heavyhittinpublishing.com, we have these packages on there, upfront fees and all that. I put it up there to slow down my workflow because it's just me. But those publishing fees mean nothing. The only fees that mean something are like the illustration bundles or just a specific like editing, proofread, feedback bundles. I'm going to keep those up there with prices on them. But if you want to publish under Heavy Hittin, it's going to be free. I'm going to publish your book for free. And the way, obviously, Heavy Hittin is going to make money off a royalty percentage, just like any normal publishing company would do. But we are most certainly not a scam. We are not going to scam nobody. Wouldn't even really know how to scam somebody, especially being as broadcasted as I am. I mean, you would easily be able to find me. So I couldn't scam somebody and get away with it. So we're certainly not a scam. We're not out there to scam nobody. We're just trying to help writers become authors. It's just that simple. And I'm trying to build this company from authors and built by authors. I'm trying to build this company off of other authors, man, and bringing them up. I really would like to have writers that have never published before. That's who I'm trying to bring up, and I'm trying to help writers get their work out there, man. And don't be scared to come and fill out my free consultation on my store at www.heavyhittinpublishing.com. Grab that free consultation and do not worry about those prices. Honestly, after this show, I'm getting right on my storefront and I'm going to take those prices off there and I'm going to put some publishing slots. I'm going to have slots up there, maybe 2 or 3 slots. If you go on and there's no slots available, look, man, just get on there and get on that free consultation and let me know where you're at and what your publishing needs are, man. And we will get to work. But there could be some fees depending on your needs as a writer. Look, dude, if you want to be published under our brand, under one of our ISBNs, we can do that. We can assign an ISBN to an ebook or anything. We can put it on a paperback, audiobook. We can assign an ISBN, Heavy Hittin ISBN to it, and you'd be legitly imprinted under Heavy Hittin Publishing. But yeah, that's what we're all about, man. We're about doing it the right way and not taking money, any upfront fees like that. If you're coming to Heavy Hittin for publishing your book. But if you're coming for just like small touch-ups or something, there's probably going to be a fee. Obviously, I can't do things for free, but we can't do things for free at Heavy Hittin. But we can publish your book for free. We will get your book up there for free because we're both going to profit off of your book after it's published. And we don't scam on royalty shares. We talk about it. I have contracts and NDAs specific for certain books and authors. I will type. Well, we already have them set, but there'll be small touch-ups I have to do depending on the author and their book and everything. But we have all the contracts, NDAs, and royalty splits. When it comes down to that, I will talk to you. We'll talk about it, depending on how much work I got to put into it, how long I'm going to manage your royalties and payouts. It's good. It's usually a fair split. I'm not going to talk about my last author's split, but it was a very fair split. Because that's just how we're going to do it. We're going to be legit. We're keeping it real. We're not charging upfront fees, but the slots are definitely going to have to be a thing because it's just me and I can't publish 1 million books a year. Probably going to be able to do about 4 a year tops, depending on what they are. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it. You guys are great. I appreciate it. I messed my show up there a little bit ago and joined some other guys. It really messed the vibe up. But thanks for joining back in. If you joined back, if not, thanks for joining. But the main topic obviously was the I was on my storefront about the publishing slots. Look, if you go on www.heavyhittinpublishing.com and you're a writer struggling to be published and you can't find somebody that's going to publish you without some crazy upfront fee, go to my store and get that free consultation, fill it out and send it back. We will get to you. Don't worry about none of those fees on my storefront. Don't worry about them. Don't even look at them. Just get that free consultation and let me know what's going on with you and your writing life. And we will work and we will put you under Heavy Hit and we'll get you published. And we'll both profit off of your idea and your book. We got you. There's no scamming here at Heavy Hittin Publishing. But back to the main topic about your book being more than a story, because that's where I got to keep it. I got to keep these topics straight. Back to your book being more than a story. Like I said, it could be your brand. You can merchandise it. It can be a business and your legacy and all that. And I just wanted to fill in on them topics about merchandising. Obviously, you got shirts, merch. You got plushies, depending on what kind of book you got. You got a children's book with a couple characters. You can have plushies, shirts. It just depends. I mean, you can even go into food. Like you can go into brand like chips, powders, vitamins, certain things that you could sell. Like here at Heavy Hittin Publishing, we was even thinking about selling some Heavy Hittin coffee. They got coffee samples. It wouldn't be anything but regular coffee, but it would have our brand on it. But we was thinking about selling some coffee for you early birds and you late night writers. Get some Heavy Hittin coffee in you just right away. You know what I mean? But we're probably going to go into some coffee products on our store here very shortly. And what was that? Branding? No, branding. You can easily brand your book and one of the characters of it. You wanted to keep the consistency of it, obviously. Like let's say you go into Canva and it's got a brand thing. You want to put your colors in there and get all the branding designs all down and keep it consistent. But branding with your book, I mean, like take what is it, Gug Bug, obviously one of my children's books. It could easily be branded and trademarked. And what is it, business wise? I mean, you could easily turn your books into a business. I mean, that's what I have done. That's what we've done here. But we kind of turned it a little more than just writing business. We're trying to help other authors publish their books. But I mean, you could any books. I mean, you start writing books and you get some books out there and you start making money. I mean, you're going to have your 1099s and all that, but eventually you're going to want to think about maybe structuring it a little better and maybe sole proprietor or maybe a single member LLC like Heavy Hittin here. And just for tax purposes and all that, maybe, separate your personal and writing life a little bit, depending on how big you get and how many sales you get or whatnot. But, and your legacy, obviously, man, like And I always say Stephen King or Dean Koontz just because I know everybody probably has heard of one of them. Obviously, have they built a legacy out of their brand, their stories? Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, just their names alone tells you they got a legacy, right? And if you hear Dean Koontz or Stephen King, you already know what they do, what they've done. Some people might think Stephen King is a producer. Well, I mean, he does produce stories, but he's ultimately an author. He's a writer. Um, and he came from the ground at one point. He didn't know what he was doing. He just had some stories, right? At one point, obviously, Stephen King was, he probably had a whole bunch of manuscripts and didn't know where to go. There's probably people trying to rip him off, scam him, do this and do that. But he made it. I mean, that's his legacy. And I'm sure he did a lot of grinding to get to where he's got. Thank you guys for joining. Ebony, Mobley, James, thank you for everybody, man. I appreciate everybody joining. You guys are awesome, man. Just keep joining, man. I'll keep this going. I'll give you as many publishing tips as I can. And since everybody's on here, like I said, man, Heavy Hittin Publishing is no scam. Go to my storefront, fill out that free consultation at www.heavyhittin.com. And if you got a book, a story idea, we're going to publish you for free. We ain't charging nobody for no publishing fees unless you got specific things. If you need help illustrating, you want us to illustrate your book, there's going to be a fee for that, obviously. But if you want to be published under our brand, under Heavy Hittin's brand, you just give us your idea and your story or whatever you got, your manuscript, and we are going to publish you under Heavy Hittin for free. We're only going to make profits off royalty shares. That's it. We're doing this as legit as we can. We are not a scam. We're not a indie, whatever they call those. We call those scam. Does anybody know what those scam publishing businesses are called? I forget. What the heck do they call those? Does anybody know? Anybody put a comment down there? What a scam publishing business is called? I forget exactly what they're called. They call them something, but that's not what Heavy Hittin is. We're not a scam, definitely. We definitely went over our time limit for the show, but I've only done that because I like I said, I accidentally, I need to study my TikTok features. I need to take some time and study them. I tried to let some people join my live, and I went into these gaming guys, three different guys gaming, and they were smoking and joking, cussing and all that. I honestly think I made some gifts doing it, but like I said, I don't even care about the gifts like that. No, but I mean, I do appreciate gifts. I'm not saying I don't appreciate gifts. I do appreciate them, man. But I'm not looking for gifts like that. I'm looking to promote my business and my author's books. I'm trying to use this for a promotion tool and to give other people tips and encourage people to write. And don't be scared to try to find a legit publisher out there. And the number one thing when you're looking for a publisher is if they're not going to publish your work for free, find somebody else, man, because they're a scam. It doesn't cost anything to publish a book. Now, depending on your publishing needs, there could be some fees, but that should be taken out of your royalties, not upfront. A true publisher profits off of your book, not off out of your pocket. They invest in your book, and that's how they make their money. They make their money out of investing in your book, in your work. They don't make their money out of your upfront fees, and if they are, they're ripping you off. What's up, Chris House? Thanks for joining, man. I was just telling these guys about if you was looking for somebody to publish your work, dude, if somebody's trying to charge you an upfront fee, it's a scam, dude. Get away from that. A real publisher, they profit off of investing in your book. They put the money into your book. They put the time into your book. They promote and market your book, and that's how they get a return. They don't get money straight up from you. If they're asking you for $3,000 to publish your book, then run, dude. Even if they're asking for $100, run, dude. Get out of there. But yeah, if anybody would ever want to be imprinted under Heavy Hittin Publishing, you have a story idea, just go to our website at www.heavyhittinpublishing.com and fill out that free consultation. And like I said, all those prices on there for our publishing packages are not going to be, it's not going to be like that. I only did that because I wanted to slow down my workflow, and I shouldn't have done it like that. I'm going to go in there and make publishing slots, and if there's not a slot available, there's not. If there's a slot available, I'm going to open one up. I shouldn't have ever put publishing fees up there like that, because I just didn't know how to slow down my workflow. So I put crazy prices out there, which wasn't cool. That wasn't the way to do it. But anyway, I just want to follow on my new author, David Lee Skipper's new book coming out. It's an autobiography. It's called The King's Chair. It has a subtitle. It's just a KDP subtitle because, like I told you, the KDP subtitles help in the algorithm of readers looking for books on Kindle, on their Kindle pads or whatever. When they're typing in that subtitle is keywords for the algorithm when people are typing in book searches. But anyway, we have a title on it, The King's Chair, and this book is, I'm telling you, it's raw. It's real. This guy, he put his heart and soul into this writing. And I can tell just transcribing the handwritten images that he given me, that I'm transcribing into a manuscript. I can tell that he didn't write this all at once. This book took years to write, and dude, he did a great job, man. Just being a writer from the streets like that. Hey, Paige, thanks for joining and thanks for liking it, Paige. I love you. That's my niece right there. She's awesome, man. She's the greatest little niece. She's my first niece I ever had, really. Not my first, but I love you, Paige. I'm not going to get into all that. But where was I? Paige caught me off guard there, man. Got me off guard and off track. I love you, Paige. Thanks for the hearts. I'd give you some too if I could. But back, where was I with that? The King's Chair. Oh yeah. I could tell he didn't write this all at once. He sat there and he basically wrote a diary, dude. He structured it nice, dude. Some of it is a little hard to read. It's not quite legible. I got to call him and asking for things, but dude, the way he structured this autobiography, it's going to be great. You guys are going to love it. Thanks for all the lives there, Paige. You're awesome. You're awesome, Paige. But yeah, man, he did a really good job at page count. He did a really good job on numbering the pages for me, setting up titles. He had a great table of contents. But I have to transcribe the entire thing from text images, which is the only hard thing about it, and the only setback. If you are gonna come to Heavy Hittin for publishing, if you need published, we prefer you to have like Word docs or Google Docs, your manuscript in a document form, so you can send it to us that way, because if you have handwritten work, it takes a long time for us to transcribe it and make sure it's all right. It's just a really big setback. It takes you from being published in 2 months to being published in 2 weeks. If you send us a Word doc or a Google Docs document, we can get in there and we can tighten you up, proofread it, put some ghostwriting in there if it needs it, whatever you need, whatever your publishing needs are. We can have you published like within 2 weeks. If you have a full manuscript and everything's ready, we can build you up I mean, I'm not the greatest drawer in the world, but I draw here and there. Got some sketches. I'm not the greatest drawer. I draw some things here and there. This is for my this is just a little kid drawing almost, but it's for what is it? It's my A Nightmare of Endowed Justice is a book I have published on KDP eBook right now. This is just a rough sketch of it's a private detective slash crime book. It's a good book, but basically what I'm saying is I do draw. The illustrations aren't generated all from AI. I do use Chat GPT for some of my illustrating because depending on what you need, um, Chat is actually very good for giving you illustrations and things for your covers. But usually when I use Chat, I will draw what I want, just like I have here, and I will take a picture of it and send it to Chat, and then they will generate a new image of it to help it out. But like I said, if you're scared to come to Heavy Hitting simply because of I use AI, I don't use it for writing at all. So don't get that twisted up. We don't use uh, AI for writing, not at all. We do use it to help with cover illustrations, but they are all hand drawn first. But our illustration work is mainly on Canva Pro, and we have another illustration app called Photopia, which I use basically for my presets and my DPI settings. Um, which Photopia is great for that, man. It'll give you any size preset you want. It doesn't matter. See, Canva has cutoffs, which we talked about in a previous show. I think this show might be running for an hour this week. It's fine because I messed it up there. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, man. You guys are great. But yeah, like I said, I use Photopia for different size presets and my DPI settings, which your DPI, I don't want to get into it too deep, but your DPI is basically for anything. It's dots per inch. What a printer is going to dot your image. It's say you put on 300, a printer is going to put 300 dots in that one little single inch if you set it to 300 DPI. But now Canva is a great illustration platform, but they cut your DPI off. I think 72 or 90, man. So you're gonna have to find something else for that issue. Which I here at Heavy Hitting we found Photopia, which works great. But every platform has its paid and free versions, obviously. But the paid version of Photopia and Canva, if you have those two, you're an illustrator. You're a professional illustrator, no doubt about it. As long as you understand and know how to use those platforms, you're no doubt a professional illustrator. Um, well, I can't say that. I guess I can't say that. You're not a professional illustrator. I guess you got to understand how to insert them into your manuscripts first off. And when it comes to the DPI, now there's PPI too. That's for like your ebooks and all that. That's I'm not in pixels per square inch or something like that. I'm not sure. You can set that adjustment in Word. You can adjust that in Word, your PPI. But like if you have PPI would be for like if you have maybe a handwritten image or something, you can have a low PPI. But if it's like an image like the one behind me of Deuce here or something, you want a higher PPI for that image for ebooks. But DPI, dots per square inch, that's only for like paperbacks, something that's going to be a physical copy, or maybe merch. If you're making a shirt that has a logo on it, you want to use DPI. And most of your platforms where you build merchandise, like shirts and hats and stuff, it'll give you a guide of what size preset and what DPI is best for that piece of merch. Like if you're doing a shirt, it'll say 16 by 1800 preset with 300 DPI. So you're going to want to go make that in Canva. Well, not even Canva because they won't give you 300. You want to go to like Photopia and make it. You get your 16 by 800 preset for your shirt, set it to 300 DPI, bicubular, whatever. There's a couple things you want to do, but basically that's what you want. DPI is, and I went a little farther than I even wanted to with that. But I'm gonna wrap this up here with a little more talk about David Lee Skipper Jr.'s The King's Chair autobiography. We are in full production mode with that, grinding hard trying to get this transcribed. We have a couple hundred pages of handwritten images we got to transcribe, and I will tell you, every step of the way is amazingly fun, dude. Like, this is a great story. I love this story. It's true, and I personally know the author. I know some about his life. I didn't know a lot of the things I read in here, and it's amazing, dude. The things this guy's been through in his life, and still kicking, dude. He's still kicking today and doing good. I'm really proud of him, actually. But well, I can't wait for the world to see this, and we are going to push this as far as we can. I mean, we're going on Ingram, Draft 2 Digital, KDP. We're going to put it out there as much as we can. We're going to sell a copy of it for as cheap as we can on our Heavy Hittin storefront, www.heavyhittin.com. There will be we're going to start putting our ebook versions on the storefront for cheaper than you'll get anywhere else. So if you know Heavy Hittin personally, you'll get our books for cheaper right on our storefront. Which helps both of us. You know, we'll get better royalties because we won't have to be paying Amazon or Draft 2 Digital a cut of our royalties, and it'll help the consumer also because they're getting the book cheaper. So it helps both ways when you buy from our storefront at www.heavyhittinpublishing.com, which still needs a lot of work. We need to get our merch set up a little better. We don't have it all out there. There's a lot of merch and design. And our publishing bundles, they're getting scratched off because, like I said, we only put them up to slow down the push on authors that was trying to come in. But we're going to put slots up, and we're going to set our store up a little better. Thanks for all those hearts, Paige. I see him. Thank you. I love you, Paige. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up for the Heavy Hittin Half-Hour Hustle, which turned into a Heavy Hittin Hour Hustle today because I kind of messed things up. And I joined these gaming guys. I tried to invite them to my live, and I joined their crazy little thing they had going there. But look, I thank everybody for joining, Paige. Thanks for all the hearts. I love you, Paige. You're awesome. But this is the Heavy Hittin Half-Hour Hustle. I thank everybody for joining. Join us next week at 9:30 p.m. I'm not too sure what the topic is, but we'll be putting that out there throughout the week through a couple posts. Thanks for joining the Heavy Hittin Half-Hour Hustle. Have a good week. Have a good week, Paige. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, guys.